So I'll come to that question. That is actually was my next question. Actually brought me onto it pretty early. Who was running the Home Ministry? I know there was Chidambaram at one time.
No, before Chidambaram.
Shivraj Patil was there.
Shivraj Patil was a very unattached Home Minister. Even during Chidambaram's time, the same person would come and throw orders on reopening of the Batla House case. This has happened in 2010, and similarly, he had also come April 2010. There was another case of trying to release around 17 or 16 convicts, terror convicts, lodged in Gujarat jail, who were recently convicted. Those days they were lodged in Gujarat case for 2008 Modasa blast and Ahmedabad blast, to be brought to them in transit remand to Delhi. And a meeting was called by Home Secretary, Mr. S.S. Khandwala, DG Gujarat Police, refused to toe the line, and as a consequence to that, and Commissioner of Police of Delhi also was not very keen, because they were bureaucrats. They did not want to compromise. They knew what this gentleman was up to. So that's a different story. That is there in my first book.
My guess, you said Madhya Pradesh and a senior Congress politician, that would have been Digvijay Singh.
Certainly, that I have written very openly on this.
So what was Digvijay Singh doing? He didn't take an oath of office that point in time. But what was he doing in Home Ministry, which would be handling very, very sensitive cases?
He would walk over to the Home Minister's room and throw orders at the officers. It has happened in front of me, so it could have happened with other officers also. We do not know. At least in front of me, I have not only that, whatever happened, whatever occurred in the Home Minister's chamber, room number 101 North Block, I immediately came back, reduced it into writing and informed my senior officers. This is 1st June 2006, and he was running a parallel or whatever it is, we do not know. See, basically you have to see certain things. During the UPA 1, even after the UPA 2 also, Digvijay Singh running the Home Ministry was no surprise, because there were several extra constitutional people. Somebody like John Dries, as member of the National Advisory Committee, running something on the Health Ministry side, or somebody like Shivakumar, a former UNICEF person, walking over to the Child Development Ministry and giving his diktats, or somebody running the MSME ministry. MSME also got finished only because of that. So it was nothing surprising for the then bureaucrats of the ministry. They should have protested. They should have asked under what authority, quo warranto, but they continued to take the suggestions or orders or whatever you call it, and then execute it. That is what happened. But in the case of Hindu terror, when I put my hands up and said that there is nothing, no evidence, no investigation report, something which had, basically any terror attack, any terror angle would be reported within 10 to 15 hours in the Home Ministry control room. We would get to seize the matter. But a terror attack which had happened in April 20, it was not a terror attack. It was called Nanded blast. Nanded blast was made out to be a first Hindu terror attack. A poor auto workshop owner who is to be a visitor to Bajrang Dal office. See, in small towns, some people set fire to their, blast their own workshop to make false insurance claim. The false insurance claim case was turned into a first Hindu terror attack. CBI investigated it. They came out with the fact that it is a false insurance claim, and that's where it happened, and that's forgotten. And what happened to that, we do not know. For RSS headquarters attack, we had adequate inputs. Not only that, 9th of May to 15th of May 2006, in Aurangabad, huge haul of arms which could have been used in a war. That is the level of arms in a Tata Sumo. I mean, the quantum was staggering, which not much was reported. It was all intended for RSS, but somehow because of the...
You mean it was intended to be used in the RSS attack?
Right.
On the RSS headquarters.
RSS attack. But luckily, the then DIV used his own contacts with the RSS, ensured that it was only a low-key attack.
So that means some police officers wanted to ensure that that the attack does not happen, but
Right.
attack still happened. But
Attack happened, but not really to the scale in which it had been planned and prepared.
Who was behind the attack on this RSS office?
See, RSS is always, whenever basically I'll tell you, 2004, again when SIMI is banned and all that, there was a clamoring for banning of RSS. Entire procedure was started, but they could not. I'm not a RSS spokesperson, I'm not a RSS, I do not have any remote connection with the RSS. Let me make it clear. But I'm talking of what is all official. An attempt was made to also ban RSS. But basically under the UAPA Act, after Section 3 the ban is issued. Under the Section 4 there is a judicial tribunal of a sitting High Court judge which has to confirm the ban. For that the amount of evidences and required are very, very stringent and strong, and that was not available. So the government did not ban the RSS. On the contrary, the entire attempt was to coin this type of a Hindu terror, link it with RSS, link it with other Hindu terror organizations. Later on, one fine day, they will have adequate material to stand the scrutiny of a sitting High Court judge. So that is the reason the entire thing was being built up.